Fair, but. Okay.
We're live.
Alright, well, we're gonna call our September meeting to order. First first agenda item is approval of the agenda.
So move.
A motion, and is there a second?
Sure. Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Next agenda item is the approval of the minutes from the August meeting. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes in the August meeting.
I have a motion, and
I'll second
have a second. Mr. Brewers, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? All righty. Claims, I'll entertain a motion to approve claims for this month totaling $1,321,116.33, and manuals of $13,844.35 for a total of $1,334,960.68. Is there a motion to approve?
it. So move. I'll second it.
With motion motion Dan seconded.
Yep.
So all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All righty. Thank you. Well, public comment, no one showed up today, so we'll move right into our departmental reports.
Okay. All right, so cat antiques for August were 16 total, 2 surrenders, 11 cities. They're live trapping again, so we're getting a lot of city trap cats. 3 county strays, 7 were transferred to rescue. 0 adoptions, 0 adoptions, 9 are adoptable. Dogs, we took 16 in, 3 county strays, 13 cities, 7 adoptable, 8 reclaimed, 1 adopted. Our current inventory for cats is 21 with 1 on hold for being pregnant, 18 dogs, and 4 dogs for the court cases. I highlighted Jessica Jones. It was wrong on the email sent out. Her next trial date is 9/17 at 1:30. Unfortunately, I will not be able to attend that. I don't think anything will happen. I got a visitation to go to. And then Andrew Christ, which is the gentleman that has pigs running at large Willow Lake area, has been cited 6 running at large tickets. So he's got 2 different court dates. I'm gonna try to appear to both those. Nothing on the Cockers piece. The Cocker Tiffany that I said were not gonna be spayed, had to be spayed. She had a tumor that had to be removed. She's doing good now, so she's in a foster to adopt, so that worked out good. I am looking at and working on some grants for money for the kennels for the building. Waiting to hear back from Karina for the dog donations. I reached out to him twice and haven't got a response back yet. Other things that are up on your page, I updated all the dog pictures on Facebook, Pet Finders, and our window out there with all the dogs we have. I'm gonna work on the cats this week. I would like to do we do have a YouTube channel that I haven't used in a while because I haven't had time to do videos of the dogs. So I'm gonna try to do that too in the next few weeks, get videos up of the dogs. Our beagle that we had, I reached out to a beagle rescue in August. I followed up last week. They took them yesterday. And our last female cocker is getting spayed next week. So we only have a 1 boy that can be neutered, that isn't neutered, but he has health issues, so we're kind of, don't know if he will get neutered. He had strokes and stuff, so he's in a home with no other dog, so it's not a big deal. That is it for that.
Before you go on, could I
Yep.
ask a question, Sam?
Go right ahead.
Absolutely.
You had mentioned about their trapping in the city of Freeport for cats. Is that the city or is that just private residents?
That is the city animal control.
So,
They go to the animal hospital and technically they're under our license, so I just include it. Cause our license is the Freeport Animal Hospital license.
okay, so I guess what I'm
We don't
wondering,
pay anything, I meant.
well, we're feeding them though, right?
We're not paying for food.
Okay, so there's no cost
No.
associated with us
No.
taking
Other-
these
no.
animals, the cities, okay.
Yeah. No, we don't, I
Has
meant,
that
we
always
haven't,
been the case?
yeah, they've always gone there. They don't have a facility for cats. They only have the building for dogs.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
so the cats have always gone to the animal hospital.
And it's fine, I'm just asking because they're required, just like we are to have animal control. So I guess, okay,
Yeah, and they stopped trapping when Bill got sick, which was their main animal control, gentleman, and they stopped trapping for a while, cause you have to have a license technically to do the trapping. And now the new guy has a license and they are getting complaints, so they started setting traps again, and everybody's in an uproar again because they're setting traps and everything is being euthanized. I'm like, everything is not being euthanized. I can tell you right now.
is there any sort of agreement with the city of Freeport that we have with them?
No. That's basically the animal hospital doing it,
Okay,
cause it's not, I just add it because they're getting, technically they're
Sure.
getting, I'm giving them an ID number, that way if some chance they get reclaimed, since they're under our license and we get audited by Department of Ag, if I don't show that we have a reclaim on the animal, that will reflect our license.
I don't wanna go too far in the weeds here, but if and when you get a building, what's the plan with the city cats?
They'll have to do agreement with us
Okay,
if we do it that way.
yeah, they've got a budget.
They got money, they,
so
yeah,
that's
they
what
would
I'm
have to
thinking,
pay us,
that
yeah,
they could help.
Yep.
Underwrite the
Yep.
cost of
absolutely.
building, okay.
Yeah, and like I said, they obviously don't trap during the winter. And they had complaints and I think it's still across the areas where all these cats have come from this time. And they brought in, and we're not keeping all of them. If they're wild, we're not risking it. If they're gonna swat and bite and they're.
All right, thank you.
Well, you know, cats, what do they do to catch cats? What do they do? What-
There's a live trap, just like you would with a coon.
Oh, they go in the.
Yeah, they
trap,
go in,
put food
they
there.
go in for food, they triple plate.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's usually easy, they're usually hungry. The really hard ones that I've had to catch, I use catnip.
Mhm.
And they eventually went in for catnip. I've tried tuna, everything on these cats, and they were just, I don't know, they didn't want anything. So I put kitty nip in there and they went in there and rolled around and tripped it.
Gotcha.
I'm like, okay, that works too. Never done that before. For the expense sheet, or the, I should say revenue, New Hope is on there. It wasn't on the original. They got it to me this week, so I added that. So our money is in the positives with that. For the year, well, we're down on pickups, but like, can't really. Nothing, ask somebody to go turn their dog loose so I can pick it up. So that's kind of a hard one. Otherwise, we're up for the year. We're right on track with the budget. We're actually up over the budget. Claims, gas, the software, which is the program we use for tracking our licenses, and an oil change and the tire sensor and rotation of the tires for claims. So nothing major. I think last month we had the invoice from Brian, so. Otherwise, the only thing that's kind of not good on this year's budget would be gas. We're up the percent to 77 right now. So it might go over, but the other ones are under, so. And the spay and neuter one is at 83%, but that's what I've been using for the cockers, so. We're pretty much, I got one bill, but a lot of the doctors are paying for their dogs to be done, so. We might have a few more on that that'll help pay for like the older ones that I don't feel that they should be paying for a 14-year-old dog to get. They're probably only gonna have it a few years if we're lucky. Otherwise, I think everything looks good. I will be ordering our tags for next year. Order them so we get them in time. Any questions on any of that?
Any other questions?
No,
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, highway.
Okay, Scott's on vacation, so I don't have a report from him, but I know that they're out there striping this week, or mowing, and then if you've been on Forest Road, they're getting that prep for replacing that culvert next week on Monday. So, as far as my report, I think you've got that update in front of you. Where the guardrail project is underway. Sometime, well, it was supposed to have happened before, but sometime soon, we will be closing McConnell Road and Lena Road temporarily for culvert extension. So just, we're prepared for getting the phone calls, but McConnell Road will be just one little piece, and I've talked to Leverton about run through their facility for relocate. In Lena, there will be, on Lena Road, there's an area where we have to extend the culvert. So we gotta run around going on, was it Lake Road over to Louisa? Yeah, so that will happen sometime soon. That was also supposed to have already happened, but the Lancaster Township Bridge is done. I'm just giving you a heads up on our grader. We bought that 1979 to 1980 grader. We're having some transmission issues with it right now. So they've got it in the shop trying to see what's coming out of it. They're concerned about getting repair parts because of the age of the grader. A new grader will be $450,000. So right now they're gonna try to get it going, but in a month or two, we'll know for sure whether we need to get a new grader. So
Sam, can I ask a question about that? Townships have graders, right? Townships usually have their own graders. Right?
yes.
Do you know how often they're using theirs?
They use them periodically, but when we need a grader, they need the graders too.
Sure, same time.
Yeah, so most of the time when we use it, it's for snow removal, so.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I'm just thinking ahead of, 26, there's big talk, if there's not township consolidation, they will be eliminating them, the state.
Yes, I really, and I think
Very
it
possible.
almost happened this year, and I think the next one, it could very well happen. That's a good point.
And the county would be right, wrong, or otherwise getting their assets. So just something to consider, I guess.
That's,
Hopefully it doesn't happen, honestly.
yeah, it's a good point. That's a good,
Yeah.
good question, possibly happen, so. The culvert on Forest Road, you've seen there, we've had the message board up there that will be closing it starting Monday. They're doing the prep work out there right now, removing the guardrail, getting it out of the way. We had a Jew lead, and we found we have a water main in the way.
Lovely.
So, and we're gonna be about 20 feet into the ground. So, I checked with, I talked with Darren Stickle this week. For them to do the work, they are booked for weeks. So him and I have come to an agreement. They have the pipe and connections and everything they need in the shop. We will take care of the installation of the new pipe. So that to keep the project going. So there will be some costs that probably would be on us because they're on our right of way, but that culvert has already collapsed, and we're we're running on borrowed time with it right now. If you've ever driven by there, you can see how the shoulder has sagged, the guardrails collapsing, so, it's on borrowed time right now, so, they're gonna go out there starting Monday, they're gonna shut off, they have it's a looped water, main, so they'll loop it, cut it off, remove it, and then we'll put our, culvert in, and then they'll install, we will use their material and install the new pipe, so. And that's all I got.
All right. We'll hear, our budget, status report.
We're doing okay, as of the line items. The only issue, or the only, the county motor fuel, the 009, as of right now, based on budget and expenses, it says we're 600,000 negative, but we still got a county consolidated amount that's 357,000 that comes in at the later end of the year, and we still have September's, October's, November's, and December's allotments, and those are about 110,000. So we still got about $800,000 coming in. And the county motor fuel budget is pretty much, I mean, all the salaries and all that stuff are coming out of a different fund now. They came out of the county motor fuel fund at the beginning of the year. And then so there's not much more that will be coming out of the county motor fuel. So by the end of the year, that budget will be balanced. It's just based on the revenues that we received throughout the year, we had more, we obviously have money in the county motor fuel. It's just budgeted amounts where they came out more at the front end of the year opposed to the back end.
Any other information or questions from the budget? All right, well, thank you. We'll go right into 7.0 old business. First thing is release for Meadows Drive.
I think we're just gonna continue that to next month, but we can talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
I did, talk to one of the owners about, it said in there, it's not in your package.
I have got,
You got
I
it from last month. So it said the first of the month, she's gonna do it, have the attorney do it on the 28th. That way it can go to the board and go to the board and then get approved. And then, like have to check on the Friday after the county board.
If it's passed, yeah.
Okay.
When are you thinking of taking it?
She said like be due like the 28th or something like that.
What month?
The whatever month, I meant, she's gonna be like the animal hospital where we just, just pay.
But if you do it on the 28th, it's gonna go almost 2 months
Well-
later.
Go into the next.
Right, well,
Cycle.
have it due before that and then get paid on the 28th, I guess.
Well, you wouldn't want to do
I don't
before
know.
that, you want
I meant-
to do after that.
How would it be worded in the contract?
You just have the payment due on the first of each month or whatever you need it to be, as long
And
as
then
they
just-
invoice in the proper time. So
Okay, so invoice
the
on
cutoff for vendors are for
the 20th,
The 25th.
25th, so that
so,
would
okay,
have to get in. If it's in, let's say for September 24th, it's submitted, it goes to the board in October.
okay, alright then,
And then you'd want the payment due, say, the first of
First of-
November,
okay,
if you're following me.
yeah, this says right now, in advance, on or before the first day of each calendar month during the term herein, as the address set forth herein for notice to the landlord. So it does say the first.
so that still won't work, they just have to.
You're thinking you wanted to do something different.
No, that would work though, if we do it,
I think it would be fine.
that will be fine.
They
'Cause-
just need to understand there's a 45-day process. for
Yeah.
us.
And they do, she's a postal worker, so she understands and she's on several boards and stuff, so she understands the process, it's just not, She's on their township board or something too, so. That was the main thing on that we were looking at.
So we don't have to have it approved tonight.
No, we weren't planning on getting it approved out of the month.
Any other information regarding this?
Nope,
Oh,
How are you doing on the kennels? Pitch your idea that we talked about, the GoFundMe.
well, I reached out to Carl Larson to see if we could do a GoFundMe, he hasn't got back to me. Do you know if a county could do a GoFundMe? I reached out to my tax lady to see if I could do it, and
I don't think there's an issue with you doing it on behalf of the county. It's just more how you're going to track the revenue. The revenue would have to be brought into the budget. It's more of an auditing question than it is a legal.
okay, I just didn't wanna like do it and then be like, oh, well.
I have no idea how GoFundMe works as far as reporting is concerned with the IRS. If there is a complaint to that or not, because you'd be using the county's tax ID number.
Right,
That would be probably the only issue to look into, but
okay,
it might be a good question for Adrian. I know
Okay.
she's listening tonight, so
Okay.
maybe she can,
she was in one of the emails too, so she kind of knows what I'm
it's
looking
more just how you're going to receive in the revenue. I would
Right.
think,
Okay.
into the budget.
Cause I think, honestly, I think we could get it that way, but I just don't wanna do something and have fall out and
Yeah, I'd
not
like
be right.
Adrian to look into it from an IRS and auditing perspective,
Okay.
I guess, and then we'll wait for Carl on the legal part.
Okay. I didn't know if I asked liability, if they had any,
Let's start with Adrian and Carl
Okay.
first, if you
Okay.
would.
Okay,
that's all I have for that then.
well, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's move into the discussion of the FY budget. I did get an email from Brian, and I think he wants us to discuss it and wait till next month to approve it, if that's okay with the committee. So if you got anything that's glaring that we need to discuss, that I know has been presented, but you can just want to show and present what you have, and we'll approve it next month. That's okay with you guys.
Okay. Fund 5, Highway Department, we're coming in with, showing $440 in, surplus of revenue over expenses. I went through it pretty close, and we're right, to me, we're on track for, what we did last year, and, consistent with, expenditure so far this year. So if there's any line items anybody wants to talk about. We have in there money for the, a new radio tower, and that's why that one, the radio service line is quite a bit higher, and 1,300% over.
That's the one that is gonna go on McConnell Road?
Correct, McConnell and 26 at that intersection.
Okay,
And that split is represented here, or?
No, it shows, 770,000 out of our budget, and then, EMA, sheriff, and 911 are all contributing 10,000 towards it.
So what's the actual, I mean, how urgent is that? Is that something people put off for another year or two?
Yeah, there's no urgency to it, but, if we can, if we don't put it in a budget, then it'll go off a year. I mean, we have poor coverage in that area, but we've dealt with that for years.
How are you dealing with it now?
If
What are you doing now?
they can't reach them on the radio, then they use cell phone.
Well, I know,
We have poor coverage up in,
I
up in
know.
the Winslow area.
Yeah.
And I think the Davis area also.
Certain cell phones don't work too great up there either.
You're right. So,
Okay, I was just curious, because I know we got a lot of chess pieces that move around here before they're all finalized and maybe something won't be able to afford, I don't know.
Well, I know EMA in particular was looking forward to it.
Right.
Again, I don't know that it was immediately needed, but it would certainly make all of that outreach a lot easier, especially with a lot of the improvements they've already made.
And I've had coordination meetings with all of them, and they're very interested in getting a new tower out there.
I understand, but it's just.
We also have in there, the purchase of the two of those weather stations that I talked about. That will give us some road temperature, air temperature, and predictions of what the weather's supposed to be like, so.
And where will those go?
We're gonna get two of them. That'll be in the remote, probably northwest, northeast, or the southeast area. Any other questions about Fund 5?
On, yeah, 25, that truck that you have currently there, what year is that?
That's a 2013,
15, and how many miles are on it?
91,000.
Okay, thank you. That's probably a Dodge or Ram or.
It's a Ford F-150. We've had issues with it this year. In fact, I got as far as Titan Tire coming back from Springfield one time, and that's as far as I got.
It's almost there.
It just didn't wanna come back.
Yeah. And when we took to the shop, they said, "Oh, you ran out of gas." No, you don't run out of gas for an hour and a half. So it ended up being the fuel, problem with the fuel pump, I think of what it was, so.
I will tell you that I had a Buick Century that had 360,000 miles on it, guys.
You still got it, you can use it.
No, I don't. But when I was on the road for working in a tile company, 360,000
It's a
miles.
Buick, right?
It was a Buick,
They run things are full of.
yeah,
V8 motors.
yeah.
There's another method to to this is that I'll be here for another 2 years and 8 months, and I didn't want to hand the new county engineer a truck that's 15, 18 years old, so I thought, okay, let's go ahead and get it now. I can enjoy it for a couple of years and then turn it over to the new guy.
Well, I don't know, maybe Kristen needs a new one too.
You don't wanna know how much the work van has, how many miles that baby has, 219, I think.
I think the biggest thing I heard about that was 2 years and 8 months.
I know. He's thinking that.
What's the number of days?
That's what I was saying,
Talk about that.
in a few years, we're gonna lose 3 people that are.
Oh, retro.
Yeah, I would say within 3 years, we got we'll have three new faces.
Got that,
Cause,
I'm
Al's
listening.
That's amazing.
Al's close to retiring and Seaver's close to retiring. It always hurts.
Especially, yeah,
Shooting them out.
3 in
Wow.
a short time.
Definitely not looking forward to that.
Okay, moving on. Let's not talk about that anymore.
Okay, matching Fund 6. This is project specific. So that's why there'll be some difference from previous years, because what we got targeted to do this coming year. So we show a surplus of expenditures, or revenue over expenditures of 25,100. But in here, we've got our pavement preservation work, guardrail work, and I put in for money for all of our notice of funding opportunities that we have out there in case they come in. So if they don't, then we'll have a little more money available. And we're supposed to know about those both of them are supposed to know by the end of the month, but the big one we're supposed to know by July. So I was at a meeting on Tuesday and they said, they're waiting for the governor's office to say, go ahead. But they expect by the end of September, we'll know about the HSIP submittals and the local project funding, so. We did also submit on a rural and tribal assistance grant. We submitted on that. So we'll find out about that later, so. Anything on matching? Okay, let's move to County Bridge. This also is project specific. Our plans are to replace two township bridges this coming year. But those will be 100% TBP funding. So the county bridge will, I think, we put money in and it comes back out. That's how we've got the TBP set up, Brian?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, the revenue coming in on, line item 34782 shows 1,214,000. Then it comes out, later on 110,000 or 1,110,000.
And the reason that those are different, we still have money in the township bridge, the 008 funding.
Oh, okay.
And as we get lower, because we always have to pay the bills before we get reimbursed. So, I'll transfer the township bridge money that's in 008 over to the county bridge.
Okay. Okay.
So that's why those two numbers aren't the exact same.
And then, engineering, for these will come out of this fund also.
So these, I wanna say these salaries that we got in here in 07, are these based on the contract then? These increases over here on the right-hand side, like 07, 523, 40, 350, and 40, 415?
Okay, yes, yeah, that's
Those are
for,
based on that contract that we,
it'd be Alan and Brian, our contract, Caden is non-union employee.
non-union, okay.
Yeah.
so-
And this one's like, throughout the years or whatever, we've maybe like separated like 50% from one fund, 50% from another fund.
Yeah.
And since we have to start off with a little bit more money in the county bridge, I'm taking it out of the county bridge because, so we don't run into the issue with like county motor fuel at the end of the year, we're short, or like halfway through the year, we're like short, because we have to wait for that money to come in, so.
And quite a bit of Alan and Caden's time is
Bridges.
dealing with bridges, construction, inspection, so. Anything else on County Bridge? Okay, Township Bridge, this is just, basically a landing point for we will get money, TPP funds from the state that are project specific, we get the money and it goes back out again.
Right.
So that's a very clean, easy fund there. County motor fuel tax, Fund 9. We show $55,000 in more in revenue over expenses. And most of the county motor fuel tax is used for our maintenance work. Okay, moving on to township motor fuel. This is the township money that they get for motor fuel tax. We get the money in, we pull out our 4%, and then, the rest goes into the township motor fuel tax, expenditure, estimate and expenditure work that they have. We set up the budget with them at the beginning of the year, tell them how much they have available, and then at the end of the year, we close it out. So that's why this fund is pretty much in and out. And that's it. Kristen's turn.
My little budget compared to Dale's little budget. My one pager. I tried to blow it up. I need Brian's help with that.
Oh,
It's pretty
geez.
good. It was way bigger than what it was.
It's readable,
It's readable. That's what I was going for.
it's readable. Ask me again in a month, maybe not, but it's readable.
I'll have Brian help me get it pulled up there for you.
What is the ARPA funds? So
That's
you're-
the interest that we got.
okay, so you're not, you never received any ARPA money.
We got 10,000. There's still 20,000 that we haven't used.
But it was interest, it was interest.
It was interest, yes.
Interest off the ARPA.
Yes, correct.
It was to help balance the budget.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
Right,
it
it was
was,
interest income.
We were short.
yeah.
Okay,
Supplemental.
okay,
It was a patch we did at the end of last year.
okay.
They would not like to use that.
Should we need another 20 next year, is what you're saying in there?
No, that's what's left.
Okay,
That's what's left of what we have.
okay.
Yeah, we got 30. We only used the 10.
You
Yeah.
use 10, but you put into your budget every month, or 6 months.
So we had 30 that was budgeted for us, or
In 25.
in 25, we only used 10 so far, so the other 20 is in 26.
It's still sitting there and you earn interest on
They would
that
claim that, yeah.
every month as income. Is that how that works?
I don't know.
That might be, did you get it from the general fund? Or like, it might be the
What was it? Can you repeat it?
ARPA
question.
funds.
The question about the ARPA funds, I don't okay,
So there's,
so there's ARPA funds there, but Kristen's saying she only receives the interest?
It's correct, and that was this year.
Yeah, so they gave 30, that 30,000 was the interest. We've only used 10 of that.
Wouldn't have been able to balance the budget without that interest income being injected into her budget.
Got it, okay, so,
Are you saying, like, do we get interest from the 30,000?
yeah, I mean, that's the thing, that's what I was wondering, you're getting,
But I think that
or
the
is
county
the interest amount 30,000?
The money's only used if it's needed,
Correct, okay,
okay? So it's not as though all of that interest has been parked into a checking account for Kristen to use. If she has expenses, she can,
okay.
but you're not, it's being reinvested, I guess is what I'm saying.
Right, she's got, okay, so she's got 20,000 that is unused. And she
If she
receives,
doesn't use it, then it's cash carry forward for the next budget year.
okay.
She has access to that amount.
So I should, instead of having it transferred from ARPA, it should be the cash, that's where Adrian put it, was the transfer from ARPA. Should I have it in the cash
No, where she
area?
put it's correct.
Okay,
I think we're talking about two different things.
Okay.
You're asking if she's earning interest income off
Right.
of what she's been allocated for revenue, right?
Well, but yeah, she talks like, when I hear her talking about the ARPA fund interest, I'm just trying to get an explanation about,
It's interest that's already been generated.
correct, okay?
Okay.
And but it never shows up on her report?
No, the dollar amount that was in her budget is what she gets.
Okay,
That was off the,
That's
that was
access.
off the million.
It's not going to continually
Right, and you got millions.
increase that revenue line throughout the budget year. It will not. The budget, the revenue line is what it is.
Okay,
Interest is still accruing.
Right.
But it's going into a larger pot.
Right.
Kristen's portion of that pot is the 30,000 or whatever it was.
okay. So could we use well, that's another discussion.
You're really not.
Well, there you go. Just
The way Adrian has it in the budget is correct.
Okay, perfect. I assumed it was because she did it, so. I mean, we probably will have cash carry over, but
Okay, so we are paying Dr. Condi, is it?
yes,
The-
correct.
The salary? What will
Yes.
happen if and when he retires? Will we have to,
We have to have a county vet.
so we'll have to find someone?
Yes.
Okay,
Well, we're not going to employ that. Won't be on the
Well,
county's
hey,
payroll.
No,
The contract.
we'll contract with the
Yeah,
vet. Okay, no, that's what I thought. I didn't think we were gonna
Yeah.
put somebody on the payroll. I thought
no,
they would have their own business. and-
Yeah.
Yes,
yes,
Again, a conversation we'd like to avoid having until we have to have it.
right. Absolutely.
All right. Any questions concerning her budget? And there may be some before next week, before next month, but if there is, then we can enlighten us again. That's good.
Yeah, much better shape than this time last year.
Exactly.
Okay, well, we have discussed the budget. I guess we will move forward. Again, those budgets will be prepared to pass them next month, or at least discuss them till we can pass them. Time is winding. Under new business, we have one item, discuss and approve request for, to vacate a portion of the right of way on Fairground Road near the entrance of Craig Park by the Park District.
We first had this on the agenda, was did we have it before August, or, I know it was in
No,
August,
just last.
just August, so, and then trying to get to, well, we delayed it because we didn't get any information from the, Park District about what they wanted. First, I just got some lines on a map saying, this is what we want, and, okay, now, it has to be in writing. So,
Exactly, yeah.
but finally, I get it in writing, and this is what I get. And that was it. And it's, okay, I need a plat, I need to be able to draw this out. So then on Monday, I did get, a drawing showing the parcel that they're interested in. But I was out of town Tuesday, Wednesday, finally got able to look at it this morning. And it is a triangular piece. And to me, it is surplus ground. I mean, it's the realignment of Fairgrounds Road. Walmart is this way, goes around and goes to the roundabout. So there's a triangular piece out here that we end up mowing. Yes, we can, I would have no problems with vacating that and letting the Park District acquire it. But the issue I have is these are not conveyance documents. It's a plat and a drawing. There's no signature lines, there's nothing to go with it, so, I need it on forms.
Right.
So,
well,
what's,
and this is their agreement. This is the agreement between the Park District and the city.
those are that's for something different. This is for the, ingress and egress easement.
Which has nothing to do with us.
Nothing to do with this. This is for, their, a well they're gonna have there or something. I'm not sure. That's what these are conveyance documents. So, these make sense, but this is something separate.
No, this is not a conveyance document,
It's an easement. There are signature lines in here.
but it's an easement.
It's conveying an easement.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's giving an easement.
Yes.
This I know about.
Okay.
This I understand,
Yes.
really. No,
But, yeah, and so that is between the park district and the city, so I'm not concerned about those there.
so you're needing, if you're willing to give up this 1.39 acres, which probably is, yeah, I know exactly where you're talking, where this is at.
So, but do we, the question I have is, can we convey that without without getting paid?
No,
Okay, because there's value to it.
you have to do it for at least $1.
Mhm.
It's just similar to what we did with the city of Freeport when we transferred lots that the county owned to the city.
Okay,
But you do have to get reasonable value for them,
that's what I'm
or
wondering.
you have to be able to prove that they're not, I'm really butchering this, but basically that they're not viable or worth anything. Now, the lots in the city that we had in the city were in the flood area and they could not be developed. So there really was no tangible value to those. This parcel, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not, well, would that be a Carl Larson question?
Absolutely.
Okay,
So
Who can actually, who checks us on that? Like, I see the city gives up property all the time for $1, whether it's in the city and they want to give
Whether
us
they're
something.
being compliant,
Yeah.
well, they have a city attorney, I'm assuming.
'Cause they
That's
do
all
that.
I'm doing.
Yeah, no,
I'm assuming that, but, you know, like what we technically could have done if they had value is declared them surplus property.
No.
And then you put it out for bid.
the West,
Good.
This is totally different.
right, they're asking.
This is it's between two governmental agencies.
In the government
Not that
agreement.
we're- Yeah, well, yeah, I'm just talking, it's not like we're giving it away to the public
Right.
necessarily.
Mhm.
It's for a specific project.
Gotcha.
and the people to the west, people to the east of this parcel is already the park district.
yeah, they have that,
It says the west line of the parcel conveyed to the park district, and it gives you a document number.
right, so
So-
they have that piece there, yeah.
They have that piece there. I guess the question is, who owns something to the north, and maybe they would have an interest in it?
The park district is, on the east side of that, there is a lot, on the northwest corner of that, that I suppose it would be farmable.
Right.
Yeah, it's, because it's sort of marshy there, isn't it?
Yeah.
With cattails and,
I don't know, is there cattails in there?
I don't know about
Well-
cattail, but it's marshy, they have a hard time mowing that
yeah,
a
I'm
lot.
talking, because, what I'm thinking is
Hope
that,
it's that way.
right.
Oh, yeah, that's all.
Is there any opportunity for the homeowner here to want that
Get it
piece?
sold quick.
And because we know that the park district owns this piece.
Mhm.
If the park district owned that piece, then you'd say, I mean,
Yeah, it's not-
it's all
owned by them.
It's all owned by them, but except that,
Third party in there, yeah.
except for the fact that they're north of the road, or north of this line, maybe that guy's interested in it.
Mhm.
Then again, I am agreeing with you that it's probably not worth a whole lot, because if I'm remembering right when I drive it, it's like cattails,
Mhm.
is what I'm thinking, is, so it's
It's like,
not,
it's pretty long weeds, if
Yeah.
there's not cattails, it's pretty.
yeah,
Yeah, but it is an area that we have
yeah.
to maintain by mowing it.
So Dale, are you saying, in principle, you don't have an issue with it, but the paperwork and process seems all kinds of messed up?
Clumsy.
I mean,
Not ready to go.
It's not ready for approval, but
yeah,
they can come back with a cleaner version and maybe we'll talk?
a cleaner version, but I will contact Carl Larson to see about the value of this. That was another question I had, was the value of this, and then I need conveyance documents, and not
Yeah.
just flat and legal, so.
Alright.
And it's been a struggle trying to get it out of the park district, so.
Well, I can't
I'll
want
just
it
tell
to
them
go
that, we need more information, and then,
Yeah,
okay.
that seems fair.
And we won't take no action, and you'll bring it back next month, maybe with more documentation, then if it's ready, we'll.
Well, and like I say, see what Carl says and see what,
All right. But I'll throw you guys under the bus.
Well, I guess the question is, do we know that it's road right away?
Yes, I went on the GIS map, and that parcel on the county GIS, it shows no owner. So everything around it has got ownership, so.
Just blame on the temporary chairman. That way nobody,
There you go.
hard feelings, they won't call me.
We'll help you out there.
Yeah, we denied it. All right, well, we'll move on. Thanks for the discussion and, keep us up to date. So we don't have more to talk about. That brings us down to 9.0. Is there any other comments from the committee at this time? Mr. Chairman, any other comments?
No, sir.
They will take great notes, they have, and so I won't be here, so one of them will, in finance and, I'm trying to get back, on Thursday for the board meeting. But if not, I think
I'll be there.
You'll be there. I don't want Hadley to call me and say,
Maybe, if
I
you're
will
not-
be good.
If you're not there, maybe Adam, if you'd be willing to.
Yeah, sure.
That's great. All right, well, we'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
Second motion. Second. Barry seconds.
IGA.
Everyone have a good evening.
That's.
It's on hold for now.
All right, all in favor, say aye. Yeah, actually, we don't really.
I've been speaking
or
with
whatever,
Jeremy.
but anyway, since I went there.
It's all good.
Yeah.
In favor,
We
Jeremy.
do it.